The International Day for the Eradication of Poverty, observed on October 17th every year, provides opportunity to reflect on the plights of the poor, marginalized and vulnerable populations around the world. In 2024, this day holds special importance for Nigeria as the country faces severe economic challenges, including skyrocketing inflation, widespread unemployment, and worsening insecurity under President Bola Tinubu's regime. Nigeria is home to one of the world's largest populations of people living in extreme poverty. As of 2024, over 40% of population lives on less than $1.90 a day, according to the World Bank estimates. And to unpack this, we're joined by Kitty Van, who is UNICEF's Deputy Executive Director for Partnerships. It's good to have you, Jamie, on the program.
Thank you.
Let me kick off by asking, what's the vision or mission of UNICEF as it impacts poverty of children in Nigeria?
Look, our mandate as UNICEF is really to make sure that children from conception to the end of adolescence have every right to survive, to thrive, and to be equipped for a future that looks very different than when I left high school. So we're really here from humanitarian crisis to development to skilling of young people for a green economy, to make sure that we invest together with the public sector, so the government of Nigeria, with the private sector partners, to make sure that children actually have every chance in the world to escape what you were just mentioning, deep entrenched poverty and marginalization.
If you could share with us some initiatives you have carried out as regards poverty, eradicating poverty among children, also those affected by climate disasters. You could share with us some of those initiatives.
So we work around all of the sectors that have implications for children's well-being, from education to nutrition to health issues, social protection. But let me take, for example, education. We know in Nigeria we have a lot of children that are still out of school. How do we bring them back in school in a way that they are educated in a meaningful way? And so we work with private sector partners, we work with the government partners, the Ministry of Education at federal and at state level, to look at curriculum development, to look at school meals, for example, so that children are attracted to school with free school meals, to educate teachers, and really to take a holistic approach, including, for example, sanitation facilities for girls. All of these things matter, not just to draw back boys and girls to school, but also to keep them in school and to ensure that teachers have the quality to actually ensure that children learn something meaningful. On climate change, let me just say how important it is that we work with community health workers to be able to detect, to diagnose, and to treat climate change impacts in pregnant mothers and particularly in newborns. Most people don't know that most impacts of climate change come from under very young children. 88% of the health burden falls on under 5 years of age children. So making sure that our health workers know how to detect it and how to treat it is absolutely essential for child well-being. And so we work with the government and with the health ministry to really equip the community health workers so they can help overcome the new big challenge that is facing children, that is climate change.
Well, still talking about children, what will be your recommendation to the government, to those in authority, especially to help improve the well-being of children in Nigeria and also try to eradicate poverty among children in Nigeria?
Look, I think, first of all, we need to do what the President has said at the budget speech in 2023. He literally said, children are the foundation of the future. And that is so true. So investing in children is an economically rational decision. It's not a cherry on the cake. It is an essential part of the recipe of economic transformation to make sure that children are healthy, that they're educated, that they are equipped, but also, and this is an important part for the future of Nigeria with a very young population, that they're skilled with the green and digital skills that will actually land them a job, which is a pathway to a life in dignity and prosperity. So across the entire chain, listening to those words, children are the foundation of the future. Let's invest in them because they're worthy of every investment.
Well, many thanks for your time on the news. Kitty Van, UNICEF Deputy Executive Director for Partnerships. Many thanks indeed for your time.
Thanks for having me.